Good afternoon. I want to talk about my childhood a little bit. Now, my grandfather, like I said, was a policeman on the Atlanta Police Force. And so when I would go visit him, I believe I've said this perhaps on my other channel or in one of my videos, that there was actual, still at that time period, because I was probably, you know, 5 or 6. But during that time period, there were still uh, separate water fountains and separate bathrooms for people of color and, the so-called white people. But, if everybody digs down into their history, they would realize that they all have a little soul in them. You know what I mean? But anyway, and during this time period, Archie Bunker and that show, those were what was it? All in the Family. Well, Archie was a raving racist, and of course, that was played over and over. And I happened to be sitting next to someone at a restaurant, and they were saying how, because I had said, that I was from Atlanta, and how black it is. Well, when I was growing up, it wasn't black. It was, mostly white people. So when we think about the controllers that just, have caused all this division and hate among the races, and, their narrative to the Civil War, which, come on, people, cannonballs taking down big giant skyscrapers. Yeah, right. Whatever. Like the burning of Atlanta. But, really they had the same technology that they're using right now. They just move it underground. People are always wondering how they built these buildings. Well, they had big giant machinery, and they move it underground. Like I said, there's machines that people have never even seen. But when you think about all these plaques that the controllers have put up all over the country, with these history of that particular spot, well, it's all their narrative, because most of it doesn't make a damn bit of sense. And so they were just breeding hatred. That's what really the Civil War was all about, was just to breed hatred. And now, of course, people that still don't believe that the old chumpster doesn't know what the hell's going on, well, he owned one of the beauty pageants, and he knows that they're all queens, because you can't get there if you're not. You better have a ding-a-ling, because these people are, they're very, have such depravity running in their soul that they would sacrifice their own mother. And, many of them have, especially in the entertainment and music industry. So, this has been a well orchestrated mind control event by these people, to make people believe that the Civil War really happened. Well, yeah, something did happen. It was called a money change, because money was backed by silver, and then it was backed by gold. And of course, the little people could not own gold. It was against the law. So, for those people that have just now started to visit Atlanta, Atlanta was not always dark, and most of our history was created in a Hollywood movie theater. Why do you think they have all these westerns with the, Indians and teepees? No, we weren't living in teepees with fire to keep us warm. We had technology the likes of which most humans don't even know about. Why do you think all these islands have electricity and you see no power plants anywhere nearby? Because they know that electricity is free. Water was free. That's why there was canals all over the place, because water was free. Food was free. And of course we have Bill Gates that wants to, rule the world with his genetically modified food and his, destroy all life attitude because they want robots. I happened to be watching a video of Fort Lauderdale's mansions, because a lot of those, little small houses have been taken out by weather. And this mansion was $80 million. We'll just say it was 79 point something $1 million. And the guy was doing a full tour of this place. And I mean, it was quite spectacular, but it was almost 24,000 square feet. But the cameraman, when he sat down to talk to this guy, he was a robot. And I don't know that the guy even noticed that the guy was a robot. Just like there was a live broadcast, I don't know, CNN or Fox or something, talking about Biden and talking about some, missing person or whatever. The black guy was a robot. I mean, they're everywhere. People, and they're so perfected now. I mean, people keep showing these robots that look like, I don't know, robots, like gear, like metal. And that's not what they look like, folks. All right. Have a good day. I got to drink my coffee.